Hello, I am Archivist Zarin, and welcome to my study. And today, we're back to playing more Skyrim. Now, real quick, something I was just sitting here looking at the quest log as I was waiting to start the stream, and I kind of figured out something that I've never seen before, which is very odd. Because I mean, it's a small detail, but I know a lot about this game, so it's weird that there are these little details I just keep missing. So you see the little header up here, where it has these two symbols. Well, this one has like a dragon that I assume is Alduin or something, and it seems to be depicting that this is part of the main quest line to fight Alduin. But then you go to this one, which is the Septimus Signus quest, and has stuff to do with Hermaeus Mora, and it has the little Daedra symbol in the header. So I assume that means that this is a Daedra quest. And then this one is the Thieves Guild. You got like little lockpicks or something of the sort. And then these all have the same one, so I assume that's like the miscellaneous quest one. And then the Dragonborn DLC has like a little cultist mask in it. So yeah, it's a small detail that I never even noticed. Oh yeah, and then the Dawnguard one has little vampires and a little moon, and then the Dawnguard symbol. So it's very weird. It's something I just never noticed, but certainly seems to be connected to what kind of quests those are. So I don't know, kind of cool. Another thing I wanted to mention before we got into the stream proper is, well, I might as well start moving, while I talk, because, people can normally multitask. First, as the stream would suggest, we're going to Dragon's Reach, and we're going to talk to the Jarl Whiterun. But there is this weird medical situation that I still have, like, no idea what it is, but it happened again today, so it is prevalent for the stream. But basically, it's where my eyesight gets like this big squiggly spot for like an hour for no good reason, and then afterwards I'm left with like a headache and tiredness and stuff, which, it is what it is. It only happens like once every couple months sometimes, so I don't usually worry about it too much. But luckily, the squiggly spot went away. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. I need to go into the palace area, which is... Yeah, I usually don't go into the palace area. Where do you even enter that at? Like, I literally only go back there for, like, this quest, and I think one other quest. Anyways. So luckily the squiggly spot went away. Oh, he's right here. Okay.
Good to see you.
It won't be good to see me pretty soon here. But luckily the squiggly spot went away, because that makes it almost impossible to read things very efficiently, because it's almost like a void in my vision, where it just, anytime I move my vision so something goes into that spot, it's like I just stop perceiving it. It's not like it's just out of my eyesight, it's that it's just out of existence, and it kind of almost stitches the two sides together. So it looks like, if there's a sentence like here, I need your help, I need to trap a dragon in your palace, it would like cut out the help and I need, and my brain would just register, I need your to trap a dragon in your palace. And it's really weird. So luckily that went away before the stream started, because it would have made life very difficult to like try to read things. But I am left with like tiredness, a bit of disorientation, and headache-ness. So hopefully
I
that's
must have
not
misheard
gonna
you.
be an issue.
I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
No, you got it right. Uh, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Persuade, or you heard right, it's the only way to stop the dragon. I mean, I want to do the persuade one because that usually gives you like speech skill, but at the same time, just saying you heard right, so it just sounds funny to me. We're gonna go with the persuade.
Sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can.
Come on, man.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon
Yes.
into the heart of my city? With the threat of war on my doorstep?
It's not really the heart of your city. It's kind of like near the back. You know, it's near the exit to the city. Or I guess it's on the opposite end from the exit of the city. But it's, you know, it's on the opposite end. It's way at the back. So you don't have to worry about it.
There must be another way. The risk is too great.
The threat is worse than you know. Alduin has returned.
Alduin.
Man, I've really not been keeping people in the loop.
How can we fight it?
Like, I've literally been
Doesn't
dealing
his
with Alduin
return
for the
mean
last,
it's the end times?
like, multiple hours of the game, and my character's just not let anyone else in that Alduin even exists. I'm Dragonborn. It's all about me.
Don't know about
I have
such
great
things,
potential, don't you
but
know?
I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
It's not nonsense. You know, I like how I don't ever explain what the plan is. I just keep sitting here like it's the only way. Just do it. I don't have time to explain.
I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move.
True.
You think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No.
Isn't that like the
I can't
exact
risk
same thing he
weakening
said
the city while
earlier
we
in the
are
game?
under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
Oh, great. Now I need to do the whole
Then
Civil
I would be
War
glad
quest
to help
line.
you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
I wonder if I have to like pick a side in the war in order to do this quest line. I don't know if I have to.
Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Okay, well, I guess we're going back to High Hrothgar. We just came from there, but you know what? That's just how good quest lines are constructed. They tell you to go down 7,000 steps to turn in a quest, and then go back up 7,000 steps to start a new one. Is just what you do. You see, this is why I do the fast traveling. That's why I would really want to do a no fast travel run, because some of these quests would just be absolutely painful without fast travel. You'd probably spend like a whole hour just running back and forth between Whiterun and here, and then you need to go to Windhelm and like give someone an axe and then back to Whiterun, right? Or is that part of the Stormcloak quest line? I don't remember. But like, there's a lot of running between the major cities. I suppose you could use for the Windhelm one, you could just use the carriage. Felicitations, Malfactor.
We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Oh yeah, I never even talked to you guys about that. I really need to stop keeping people out of the loop.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
Mm-hmm. I'll worry about capturing a dragon. I need your help to stop the war.
You misunderstand our authority.
Uh-huh.
The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
I like how I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll do the hard part of dealing with a singular dragon. All you need to do is stop an entire war single-handedly. It's that easy. Also, what's going on here? That doesn't seem healthy. Let's see. Jarl Barlgruf won't help until
I see.
won't help me while the war
The dragon
rages.
will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Both sides respect the Greybeards, they will listen.
Arthanax has made the
Maybe.
decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems.
That is true.
So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Of course they do. I mean, you literally just shouted about the Dragonborn from the top of the mountain. I'm pretty sure everyone in Skyrim heard you. So it would be kind of hard to have them forget about you by this point. So let's see. But now, yeah, look at this. Now the quest is like, oh, you just went down from High Hrothgar and then back up to High Hrothgar. Now you need to go to the opposite side of the map, which is Solitude. And then the opposite side of the map from that, which is, you know, Windhelm. Like, seriously, I could not. That is just too much running. Although I suppose it's just... It's just how Skyrim is, I guess. You could just kind of zone out and travel. Oh, I'm on official business. You don't know me, but that's fine. See, it's all you need. It's kind of like that thing where people will just carry a ladder, and everyone will assume they're on official business or like maintenance men or something. That's me. I just walk in, be like, I'm on official business, and no one stops me.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
Yeah, don't mind me.
To try. Are my
Hello,
men
good sir.
now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle?
Apparently,
Do you have
yes.
Some reason to be here, citizen?
Surprisingly, I do. I came to fight for the message from the Greybeards.
What do those old hermits want with
Oh,
me?
we're off to a good start. I can tell you really respect them by calling them old hermits.
Why? There's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
Mm-hmm.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
I mean, what happens after Alduin swallows up all of Skyrim and literally everything else? What are you gonna do then? Dragons are a bigger problem than the Stormcloaks. I wasn't too good at the Persuade earlier. I assume it's because I haven't worked on my speech skill at all. So maybe I should just do the other ones. This is true. You kind of need the Greybeards.
You may have a point. I'm always surprised by how seriously the Nords take these things.
Come to the Peace
Yes,
Council.
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
You know, in the grand scheme of things, I understand that, you know, the Empire and the Stormcloaks are both, you know, doing the stuff that they think is right. But at the same time, when you listen to Tullius being all like, you know, acting like this land is already his, as if the native people here don't actually have a say in it, even though Ulfric did win the duel for, you know, being the High King of Skyrim. And it's like, he's literally just calling it a rebellion and saying, oh, these people just don't know what they're doing, and it's just a rebellion against their rightful rulers, us. It's like, that is... It's really hard to support him when he says stuff like that. It's like, I understand you're trying to gain power to fight the Thalmor. What? Okay, just see a person running towards me and I get like flashbacks of the courier. I'm like, no, stay away from me, courier. I don't want any. But yeah, it's like, I understand he needs power to fight the Thalmor, and Skyrim has a lot of, you know, manpower at its disposal. But it's like, why are you guys talking from all the way across the room?
Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Also, you know,
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest.
these guys are talking a lot. But you would think that if you're worried about somebody turning against you,
Torrig was merely a
then
message to
why
the
would you be
Jarl.
like,
Whoever
you're
we
either with
replace
us or
them
against
with will
us?
need the support of our
Because
army.
if you don't say that, there's a chance they could join you.
Things hinge on
But
one
if you
button.
do say that, it's pretty much
If we can take the
guaranteeing they'll
city
turn
without
against you,
bloodshed, all the
and then you
better.
just have an enemy.
Not.
The people are behind
Like,
you.
just give them the time they
Many,
need.
I fear, still need convincing.
Hey, dude, I know you're monologuing,
Only
but
the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
I'm a bit of both, really.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
Oh, they want to negotiate a truce.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
Well, good news.
Good. We still hold half of Skyrim despite everything the Empire could throw at us. I doubt the Empire has the stomach for much more bloodletting.
I would not count on that.
Yes, I'll give Tullius one
I mean,
more
it's-
chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
It's the Empire. They are prepared
We've been
to
soldiers a long time,
subjugate
We know
Skyrim
the
or
price
die
of freedom,
trying,
but people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's
which
left
is still kind
Skyrim to wait?
of a weird situation. I don't know. It's so easy to get it. Why are you guys out here? I guess you're leaving right now. All right, that's well, I'll meet you there because I can just fast travel. Losers. So, let me just check the journal again. Yeah, we just talked to Arngeir again. Back up the 7,000 steps. Because I just teleport up there, you know. Or I use the unicorn. Just have the unicorn go up the 7,000 steps for me. I mean, it's especially an issue because the Empire has never, like, appealed to the Nord people. If you're trying to get someone on your side to help you fight a war, you should be making alliances, not subjugation, you know? That's just what I think. Right, Arngeir?
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business.
Yeah, it's too late
involving
now.
ourselves in such matters.
Sucks to be you. You just gotta deal with it. I'll get them to agree to peace. I guess I'll get them
Peace?
to agree to it.
I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are
That's
not
true.
yet tired of war. Far from it.
That's what I was telling.
You know the
That's what I was
ancient
telling
Nord
the
word
Jarl
for
guy.
war?
I somehow forgot his
Season
name.
Unending. And so it has proved.
You know, the Stormcloak guy.
Regrets are pointless.
I don't know. I am
Here we are.
horrible at remembering
Take
names.
your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Okay. Can do. The arrow's pointing this way. Why is nobody sitting?
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
What? Who are you talking to? You said something about Arngeir, and he's... Yeah, here he comes. You're literally talking before he's even entered the room. That's a bit rude of you, you know? Let me just sit down. Yeah, why is nobody else sitting? It's like there's a table here. Maybe you should sit. Also, who the heck invited the blades? I certainly didn't. Get this tankard out of here. Yeah, there we go. Somewhere. Oh, it's. All right. Oh no, it's. What is happening?
Now that everyone is here,
There we go.
please take your seats. So
It
we
has
can
started.
begin. I hope that we have all come
No.
here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation?
Oh my gosh.
Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation.
Do you
I
now?
need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation...
I mean, to be
we'll never
fair,
get anywhere.
the Stormcloaks brought
Perhaps
two
this would
people,
be a good time
which is just the
to
leader
get
and the general,
Dragonborn's input.
and you brought like your entire extended family.
Beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do.
The issue is, if I was just talking to Ulfric, that's his name, in a vacuum, this would be fine, because I could just say whatever. But I have to mediate between him and the Imperials, even when just talking to him. What's the harm?
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Well, I'm pretty sure Tullius wasn't even the one that invited her. She's the one that, decided to be here. Let's see. I mean, I do agree. But... and I don't really want the Thalmor here. They certainly don't belong in a mediation between the Empire and Skyrim, even though, the Aldmeri Dominion now have full control of the Empire, it seems, so I guess that kind of makes them a part of it. But
It feels like a mistake to
just
me.
let Tullius have his way.
I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your son.
It pretty much
She's
is.
supposed to be on our side?
Exactly.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
Not this time.
I mean, I guess
Now that that's
it would
settled, may
benefit
we
the elves
proceed?
a lot
I have
if
something to say,
these
sir.
two sides
Here we
never
go.
get peace.
The only reason
'Cause they're both
I
killing
agreed
each
to attend
other
this council
and weakening
was
each
to
other.
deal with the dragon menace.
So,
There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire's finally
Oh
ready
my
to
gosh.
renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people.
Bro
of
is
Skyrim.
literally just
I
being
knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
Temporary
so
truce
inflammatory
to allow
right
the
now.
Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request.
That's me.
I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
I bet
Yes,
Ulfric will.
Let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth.
Wow.
That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
Just straight
That's
out
why
the
you're
gate.
Here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif,
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you
Where
can't
does she rule?
seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable
Is she
to take
Riften?
in battle, is that it?
No.
Sure, Jarl Ulfric does
I don't
not
remember.
expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Okay. Now this all depends on who I am siding with. Because in the end, Riften is not a fair trade for Markarth. In any respect. Like, no matter what way you cut it, Markarth is a mountain city. It is literally built into the mountain. It is a natural fortress. And Riften is some coastal town that might have a good economy, but is rampant with crime. And is could be barely counted as a fortified city. So, Riften for Markarth, not a fair trade at all. And the only time I ever pick that is when I'm siding with the Stormcloaks. Now, Winterhold would actually be a fair trade, because Winterhold has, you know, the college, and it is in the mountains. It's, you know, it's a fairly comparable thing, you know, mountain area for mountain area, mages for natural defense. It's a much more fair trade.
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly.
Well, you really think that
Better
Riften,
choice to me.
it's not that well
easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink.
Okay, I did not take the mead into consideration, but I mean, sure, Winterhold isn't very well defended because it doesn't even have a wall around it, and half of it collapsed into the sea a while back. But it has the College of Winterhold, which could be an incredibly powerful asset. But I suppose Riften is, at least, you know, economy-wise, would be a better choice. Because while Riften is rampant with crime, it also does have the lake and many docks, and it has fishing. So in theory, it would have better trade. I don't know, and they did say Markarth was the source of a lot of silver. So yeah, I guess if you're looking at it economically and not combat-wise, Riften might be a better choice. But yeah, and Riften does have walls, but they don't seem very
glad you
fortified.
agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were on here. You heard what she said, Alfred.
But honestly, I would say
We've
I
made
wouldn't
you a fair offer. Are you
I wouldn't
serious
give
about
up
these talks, or
Markarth at all.
I expected
Or
better.
I would take Windhelm from Markarth,
I came here
because that's the only comparable city, really.
Now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you,
Bro, you're
Jack
getting Markarth.
Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your
He was
false
literally
empire.
saying he would take
Let's go,
Riften
Galmar.
and give you
I should have
Markarth.
listened to you in the first place.
That's an absolute win for you guys.
You always were a fool, Ulfric.
I agree.
You know better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Bro, take the deal.
Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements?
It's
Here
true
you
as well.
sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not
That's
put
true.
aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it
Shut
have
up.
to do with a...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that.
Yeah,
Now,
everyone does.
back to
Even the
matter
elves
at
would
hand.
probably die to
Don't
Alduin.
hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Markarth,
Damn right
though.
we do.
We want compensation for the massacre at Anga's mill.
You slaughtered them. The women, the children. You butchers!
That's a lie. My legionnaires are disciplined, unlike your...
compensation every time a farm gets burned in a war that you started, do you, Ulfric?
What say you, Dragon?
Oh my gosh. And they're pulling me back into this. Well, okay, what? It's not even giving me a option to ask what happened at Anga's Mill. Because I don't know. I don't know the full story behind this. I mean, I would say you're more than compensated enough by getting Markarth for Riften. Like, you're keeping Winterhold, so you're keeping the Mage's College. You get Markarth, which is all the silver in Skyrim, and a natural citadel, and you're still complaining. Like, bro, they are literally handing you this war on a silver platter, and you're complaining about it. I don't understand what your deal is, my guy. But these guys are also the big babies that are threatening to leave the council at every turn, so I should side with them just to make peace. But then these guys might get upset if I side with them too much. Who's to say what happened?
I don't know why I expected even-handed treatment from you, and so the Empire runs roughshod over Skyrim.
Bro.
As usual.
They're giving you
These
Markarth.
terms are
Just
not
take it.
acceptable.
Take it and run.
You know that.
I'm listening.
Tell him, Ulfric.
You surrender Falkreath to us. Sidgeir steps
Falkreath
down,
for
and
Anga's
Edgeir
mill?
Stone resumes the Jarlship.
A mill for
Where do
Falkreath.
these demands stop, Ulfric?
Okay, Falkreath
You
isn't a big
expect me to
town,
surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have
but it
no
has a lot of
choice.
land around it, and
Dragonborn
fertile
desire.
land too.
Although
You can't expect them to give that up for a mill.
What say you, Dragonborn?
Well, is that Falkreath in addition to Markarth? Because if that's both of them, that is way too much. We're trying to discuss peace here, not win the war for your side. I don't understand why you're asking so much. Just take Markarth and run. That's my advice. Like, you could probably win the war with just Markarth and Windhelm, because they're both fortresses. No matter what the Empire does, no matter how many men they throw at it, they are not winning that fight. Like, pure stone walls, giant, pretty big populations. Like, Markarth is a super dense city and has a lot of land around it. I think Markarth has one of the biggest tracts of land connected to it out of any of the cities, because it's kind of way off in the distance. So it's like, you get that entire territory, this giant citadel, all of its people. Why are you not happy? I would be rejoicing. I'd be like, take Riften, and I'll throw Winterhold into the deal as well. Like, just give me Markarth. Oh my gosh. They shouldn't have to turn over Falkreath, because, but these guys are the ones I kind of need to cater to. I still feel like the Stormcloaks are getting a much better deal, so I should say the Empire doesn't need to give up any more territory. Right? Because the Stormcloaks are already winning this negotiation. They're getting Markarth. Like, what else do you guys want? But if I say this, he's just gonna be like, you stand against us at every turn. I hate you in your face. And then he's gonna run away. But then, if I say this, then the Empire is gonna be like, that's preposterous. I don't want to do that. And it's like, And it's impossible to be neutral here, because they're all just staring at us.
Even the Dragonborn betray Skyrim.
Okay, I guess it chose for me.
You have to give a little ground.
Honestly, a 50-50 would probably be best, because I couldn't choose
This
at
is a
all.
waste of time. I can see that we won't get better terms from this council. So be it. The sons of Skyrim at least put the greater good above our own interests.
Finally, we're getting somewhere. Jeez.
Seems we may have an agreement.
I don't even know what the
Jarl
terms of the agreement are, though.
General Tullius.
What just happened?
These are the terms
Okay, he's
currently
gonna
on the
summarize.
table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces. Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth.
I don't like that.
Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become
I don't like that
Jarl
either.
of Riften. You both agree to this?
Okay. Now, it sounds good on the surface, but at the same time, you're taking hardworking Jarls. Like, the Jarl of Markarth and the Jarl of Riften are both pretty good people, as far as I remember. But then you're handing over possession of these cities to corporate, you know, pretty much just corporate a-holes is what I would call it. Because Silverblood, he already owns most of Markarth. He literally runs the silver mining business there. So he owns that entire area. And you're giving him the keys to the city now. Like, he is not to be trusted by anybody, really. Just don't do it. And then you're giving Riften to Maven Blackbriar, who I don't know a ton about the Blackbriars, but I'm pretty sure they're like some of the more corrupt people in Skyrim. And you're handing them an entire city. A city already rampant with crime. You know how, like, if she just decriminalizes crime in that city, she could, like, weaponize the entire Thieves Guild against the rest of Skyrim. There would just be an entire thieving spree throughout the entire country. So, this is just a horrible idea. I'm fine with them switching hands.
So blatantly favor the Empire.
What do you mean favor the
I have
Empire?
no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin is defeated,
Man, now I kind of feel like I can't support the Stormcloaks because they're just so stupid. They don't even see that Markarth is an absolute, like, strategic powerhouse.
The Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Fuck, oh my. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
I agree.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume
You guys
are
should have
familiar
never
with
given up
Dragonborn's
Markarth.
plan.
Like, aside from
Yes,
Solitude, that is your
I'm ready to
best
do my
defended
part.
city.
Just say
What
the
are you
word,
guys doing?
And my men will help you spring this trap.
Like, the Stormcloaks have left now. Now I can tear into you
How
idiots.
lure a dragon to
Like-
Dragon's Reach at all?
Well, that's
You
an
shush.
excellent
We're not talking about
question.
dragons
You
right
haven't
now.
overlooked that little detail
The
that
Stormcloaks are dumb
I believe I've
for not accepting the deal, and you guys are dumb for even offering.
you were arranging this.
I mean, I guess they didn't offer. The Stormcloaks did bring it up,
An
but still,
endless trove of lost
what the heck?
But the important thing is
Who the heck would
that
equate,
recording
like,
many of the names
who the heck would equate Markarth with Riften?
cross-referencing this
Who in the
tells
world
me
would think
map
those are
of
equal?
burial sites. I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
Like, sure, having the economy of Riften would be nice, but who is there to buy the fish if all the silver is controlled by Markarth? You know?
Don't you see?
You kind of need silver
The
for
names of
currency.
dragons are always 3 words of power. Shouts. By
Sure, I
calling
guess we're now
upon
talking about dragons instead of our horrible life
Clearly,
decisions.
Wherever he might be.
Why would he come when
He's
called?
not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon. After your victory over Alduin, I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
So I gotta figure out his name.
Ah, indeed. I'm no master of voice like these worthy gentlemen.
Oh, he just has it.
But it
Okay.
is written here in this
Sure,
scroll.
that's convenient.
Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Alright. I just absorbed that idea and that name into my brain hole. Oh, that's good. So I could just... Can I just shout that? Do I not even need to learn it? Cauldron? Yeah. What the heck? You know, normally you need someone to give you their knowledge of the shout. But this time I'm just like, nah, I got this. I know how to say those words. It's fine. Okay, well, time to trap a dragon, I guess. Now that the absolute worst deal in history has been made. Like, if I was the Empire, I would be fighting, you know, I'd be willingly giving up Falkreath instead of Markarth. Like, who the heck needs Falkreath anyways? I certainly don't. I mean, it's got fertile land and a large amount of land connected to it, but it's still not as useful as Markarth. Like, if not local map. If we just look at this map, you got Markarth, and then Rorikstead, and then Solitude. So this entire area of the map, like all of this, probably to the edge of this mountain where Rorikstead is all Markarth territory, including all the mines. Like, there's a mine here, mine over here, I think. There's a mine here, a couple down here. All those mines, Markarth. And then Markarth itself being dug into the side of the mountain. You can't flank it. You can't go any other side except forward. And it's got a giant freaking stone wall there. Like, nobody will be able to crack that city for 1,000 years. I don't see what you guys are planning. And then, you know, Falkreath, it's got a pretty big, you know, I don't know exactly where the distinction between Falkreath and Whiterun land starts in here, but I kind of assume it follows this mountain. So probably right before Riverwood, all around this way is all Falkreath, which is a huge amount of farmable land plus a big lake, which is, you know, not to be understated, but Falkreath is also not very defensible. You know, there's multiple angles you could come at it from, and it does it have walls? If it does have walls, they're not very impressive. So, I don't know. I feel like nobody's thinking very tactically. And yes, Riften does have walls, but they're not very big. And the entire water side is open. Like, it kind of has water walls, but they're not very big. You could just send some warships in and just basically crash right into the city and either take out the entire dock section or maybe even break through the water wall and get into Riften. Like, this city is not defensible at all. You just get a few thousand men and some warships and you break the place down. But Markarth, I can't see even like tens of thousands of people. Like, this is a straight up what's that place called? It's the place in Lord of the Rings. Helm's Deep, that's it. Markarth is like straight up a Helm's Deep situation. It is the most defensible place in all of Skyrim. Even Solitude couldn't compare to that, because I mean, Solitude, it's got good walls, but it's also kind of precarious. Like, if you set some charges around here, you know, use your mages from Winterhold, you could probably annihilate this entire pillar here and send this entire half of the city crashing down, and that's the palace. So you take out the palace and half the city, war's over. Like, I don't see what the issue is. So I don't know, I'm just saying, these people are so dumb. Like, nobody in their right mind would ever give up Markarth.
Heard about that, did you?
How'd you guys get here before me?
We're ready, Dragonborn. Just say the word. As I
I'm
promised,
ready.
My men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. Exactly. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Yes, sir. Why is there just a loom? Or is a spinning wheel, not a loom? Why is there just a spinning wheel sitting in the corner here? That's a very awkward position to have one of those. Alright.
We're ready when you are.
Additionally, bro, why you... It is a weird way to run. Alright. Additionally, why would you use a giant wooden thing to capture a dragon? And I know not all wood burns, especially treated wood doesn't burn very easily, but still seems kind of weird because you know, dragons have long necks. If they could just turn their neck and burn this thing away, they could possibly weaken this structure enough to break it. I mean, the entire ceiling's wood. It just seems like a bad idea, honestly. But you know what? I'm all for bad ideas. So let's do it.
We're ready when you are.
Good. Having.
Yeah, it wasn't a very strong shout. Bro, I called the dragon of mine. Where he be? I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh hey, it's a guy. Wow, lightning. Oh, rip Jimbo. Get lightning. And I'm out of magicka. Oh great, and he's flying away. That's perfect. Here you are indeed. Right. Ow. That is doing the hurting, and I do not appreciate it. Do I still have minor healing potions? I don't think I do. I think I used all those. There we go. I should probably not be right in front of you because you can probably still breathe at me. How's it going?
Orvuta med Kodav, caught like a bear in a trap.
Honestly, you should be a lot more thankful that you're not a bear in a trap, because bear traps are a lot worse than this.
I forget, you do not have the Dova speech.
I'm getting it
My
slowly.
eagerness to meet you in battle was my undoing, Dovahkiin. I salute your low cunning in devising such a Gramindol stratagem. To Ubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating
That I did.
position.
Sucks to be you.
In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin.
No, I just wanted to have a chat.
Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him.
I mean, honestly, my Thuum isn't really that strong. I just have lightning.
Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress.
Croesus? Isn't that the name
He
of
has
one of the...
traveled to Sovngarde to
one of the
regain
dragon
his
priests?
Strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards.
Mm-hmm.
His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midoven avarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there.
That's true.
Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
Do you promise to serve me?
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention.
What might that be?
Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in
You fool.
Skuldafn.
I have a horse. They're pretty much as good.
I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
I wonder if you could... I wonder if you could use a horse to get up to Skuldafn. I mean, they really can go up sheer cliffs sometimes, so... but I do kind of want to set him free. He told me what I wanted to know. Yeah, sure.
Khan Korov Gair Mirad. It is wise to recognize.
Hey man,
when
I could have replaced you with a
only have
horse.
one
But I kind of
choice.
wanted to set you free because
And you can
why would I
trust
keep you here?
me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now.
That's good.
Free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
Okay, I trust you completely.
Incredible.
How do I...
Sir, you have no
Pacha. That did not work.
for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to
Oh,
perform
no.
some tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon. such as
Most of
yourself.
them? Yeah, you do realize, Farengar, the only thing holding this dragon in place is this neck brace.
Few scales, or a small
You know,
amount
his
of
wings, legs,
Sure, mate.
breath,
What are you doing?
all of them
back
are
there?
still ready to destroy, including the tail. See, yeah, you don't want to mess with him. He is literally only trapped in location, not any, reduction of his fighting abilities. Hey, Mr.
No one
Bulgriff.
can doubt that you truly are Dragonborn.
How do we
Safe.
set the guy free? I guess when you go up there. Hey, my man. Even though, is it just this? I guess I should probably talk to you.
That worked. Something to tell. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there?
Yeah, I just needed to have a nice chat with him.
Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again.
I don't need him back in there. It's fine. Am I supposed to pull the thing?
Seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, son.
Wah.
It's all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
See, I can ride it already. Do it.
Was nu. Dini dein Ruthi Astval.
No. Okay. Am I supposed to talk to you now? Felicitations,
Are
Malfactor.
you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
Also, I forget the exact distinctions, but would dragons in this be considered
Saran Uth.
dragons, or would they be
I
drakes?
await Zuk Brit of
Because they've got two wings and two legs. I'm pretty sure dragon has 4 legs and 2 wings, and drakes have 2 wings and 2 legs, right? I don't remember the distinctions exactly. And then there's like worms, and it's like, what's the difference? I have no idea.
This is as far as I can take you. Griffboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
Okay, well, he'll probably be a little angry at you for bringing me here, but whatever works for you, I guess. Anyways, here we are. This place is fun. We're up in the mountains. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a horse could have gotten me up here, probably. I should probably look up like a video of that at some point if somebody's actually gotten up to Skuldafn without the dragon. But for now, I think I'm gonna be cutting the stream short because, I've been doing fine tiredness-wise, luckily, but the headache has been steadily growing, and the more I talk and look at bright screen and stuff like that, the worse the headache gets. So I'm probably gonna have to, you know, we did what we wanted to do. We trapped the dragon, we did the war council, we complained about how people wouldn't see the tactical value of Markarth for like half an hour, and then we captured a dragon. So, you know, that's really all we wanted to do. And then we'll dive into Skuldafn, and then I think we just go through this dungeon to Sovngarde, kill Alduin. Game's over, right? I mean, at least the main storyline of the game. I think that's all we need to do. So we'll get into that next time, I suppose. Definitely was a pretty short situation, but you know, I can't really help it when my brain just does not want to work with me. So we'll get back to this probably tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, there's another game I've been wanting to play, but I can't play it until I finish my current run with it. So, or I destroy because it only has one save file, so I need to figure out what I wanted to do with that. But it'll either be Skyrim tomorrow or that game. So I don't know. Well, that's about it. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.